Beloved IM students, friends, and guests, this picture represents the great central sun from which all in the manifested universe comes forth. Our beloved ascended Master Saint Germain refers to it as the sun behind the physical sun. It is the source of all manifestation we see everywhere. The great beings who dwell within the great central sun are the individualized intelligences and beings of free will who have created the planets, suns, and systems of worlds filling infinite space. The electron is a tiny spark of flame that comes forth from the great central sun and forms the primal substance, which he refers to as the great universal light substance. This, the great beings condense into substance to form various activities of manifestation. The radiation around the electron forms a force field, and into it is projected the rate of vibration, which is any special quality. The electrons, when held together by the will and the flame of love from the heart of the great being who is creating manifestation, when drawn together, form an atom. The pulsations of light you see flashing through them are the sustaining life and energy flowing constantly from the great central sun, the heart of the universe. The ray of light coming down into the electron keeps that spark of flame constantly connected for eternity with the great central sun. That substance is eternally pure, sacred fire. It can never be removed from the universe and never be contaminated. As the electrons are drawn together to form an atom, the atom is qualified by the number of electrons which are drawn together, determining the quality which the great being who is creating manifestation chooses to bring into outer existence and action. This picture, which represents the cell, is the accumulation or the gathering together of those atoms, which are the quality that is required within the cell. The cell, which is to form the organ of the heart, is the same shape as the heart. I'm speaking of it now from the inner standpoint. The heart cells, too, are held around a central core of love by the determining will of the being who is creating the heart. So I remind you again, the electron is the universal cosmic light substance from the great central sun. You can see this with a physical sight when you step outdoors and turn your back to the sun. As you look into the atmosphere, you will see these points of flashing light. They are the cosmic light substance from the physical sun and the great central sun. In the unillumined individual, the force field around the electron is clouded by the substance which has been condensed there by discord. The same thing applies to the force field around the atom. In and around every force field, discord condenses as a substance. The same accumulates again in the force field around the cell until it densifies to the point where the light is closed out. In the organ, the force field again is clouded by the discord accumulated through the past. In the unillumined individual, the discord is heavily condensed because it has been generated over a long period of time. Therefore, it requires the blue lightning of the cosmic Christ to shatter and break apart the accumulated discord, so it can be more quickly consumed by the violet consuming flame. The violet consuming flame is God's forgiving love, the grace to which beloved Jesus refers. The individual who understands and uses the violet consuming flame can purify the force field around the electron and dissolve and consume the discord which has gathered there. The violet consuming flame is the purifying love of the sacred fire. As it intensifies and expands farther and farther around the individual, it becomes a sun presence, a sphere of the sacred fire enfolding the physical body and forming the atmosphere about it of the sacred fire of immortal purity. That is why it is imperative to use the violet consuming flame to purify all the substance of the outer self, its atmosphere, and its world, in order to provide the conditions wherein the unfed flame from the great central sun comes forth through the individual and releases its love, wisdom, and power to hold perfect balance, which is necessary to produce perfection in outer manifestation. This is the plan of creation, from the heart of the great central sun to the tiniest electron in the universe. It is the perfect plan of all planets, suns, and systems of worlds in space, and for all mankind. This is the cosmic law of the manifested universe. It is unchangeable, all-inclusive, divinely just, self-evident, and eternally true.